Hey, how's it going? Just gonna take some videos of some RC stuff. Just got the YouTube channel started and just gonna maybe start doing some RC content, and just wanted to kind of show a few of these things here, maybe kind of what working on. Alrighty, first in the lineup, we got the Fire Team Arrma. Usually run it on a 6S and got it on a sale from Horizon Hobby. And they had it marked down there and thought it was neat. Figured we'd try it and got it. And it has been an absolute blast. It has been thoroughly abused. It has been a trooper. I have not done any form of maintaining or trying to take care of it in the least, and it has just took it. I had a problem with some wheel bearings in here a couple different times, but nothing major. That's been the only thing. Put in the high-speed gearing straight out of the box, run at 6S. Still running on the factory motor and ESC, but yeah, Fire Team, it is a blast. It's the go-to beater. Get them out and bash them. It's usually the one we pick and go for if all we're doing is just beating around the backyard and just bashing. And next on the list, we got the Traxxas Sledge. That's the first RC car that I had bought that was anything over the 3S platform. So it being the 6S was definitely a hop up in power and size from what I was used to. But so far it's been a really tough RC. As you can see, it doesn't get treated very well either. It usually gets beat and not very well maintained, but it's been a great RC. Didn't care much for the factory tires that was on it, so blowed those out like immediately. But got swapped over to these Duratrax. I can't exactly remember the name of them, but they've been pretty good tires for bashing. As far as problems with it, some of the steering components and stuff was a little bit weak in my opinion, the factory stuff, so I replaced up to the aluminum Traxxas replacement parts, and we went with a set of Pro-Line shocks. At least on the front anyway. I haven't got my backs changed out yet, but it's been a tough one for sure. And next on the list, we have a Traxxas slash body sitting on a Tekno 410.3 short course truck. Running a Castle Creations with a Copperhead 10 ESC. Done a ProTech steering servo. Running Spectrum batteries. Usually we race these things, we run 3S all the time, but I don't really get it out around the house right now. I had a 4S battery charged, so I stabbed a 4S battery in it, but when we race, this is what we race. It's pretty neat. Awesome race rig, definitely a step up above the Traxxas Slashes and stuff like that. I really like the Tekno. This thing has been a trooper as far as holding up, quality and all that. It's never had the first problem, never broke anything Tekno. Alrighty, and now we have an actual Slash. It started out as just a brushed motor, 2-wheel drive. I don't even think it was LiPo battery. It's just the old style of the battery, and ended up I changed it out to a low center of gravity chassis. It's got the 272R Magnum transmission, Valenian, just standard Traxxas. Usually play with it on 2S and 3S. Got Pro-Line shocks. Got some Pro-Line trenchers. Got the little wheelie bar. just a very fun RC. Two-wheel drive. Like I say, it was my first one. It kind of got me started in the RC. Really hard to keep the nose down on the ground. So yeah, just a cool RC. And this one here, it's a Slash Ultimate. I actually just played with it. It needs cleaned up. I'm fixing to clean it. Slash Ultimate. Put the crossbar in it just to kind of strengthen it up a little bit. So you can see it's the Ultimate. It came straight out of the box like this. The only thing I have done is put a set of the 2.8 Trencher Pro lines on it. Just to kind of make like a little mini monster Slash. Admittedly, I don't run this body on it. This is the way it sits on the shelf. I like that color combo, but that's how it sits on the shelf. It usually gets a usually one of these old rough bodies we throw on there and play with it as the beater body. But like I say, that's the monster Slash. Alrighty, and we have a Traxxas UDR. Really cool. It's still in really nice shape. It doesn't get played with all that much. It's a shelf queen. It mostly gets looked at. It's actually my wife's. She wanted one of those forever and ended up getting it. And so, like I say, we mostly look at it. We don't play with it much. Alrighty, and next we got the Traxxas Bandit VXL. This one's the wife's as well. Like I said, they got the little 272R transmission, Valenian setup. Just a good RC. It's fun. She liked it, liked the colors, and like I say, they're fast little RC, two-wheel drive, you know. So, alrighty, and we got the Traxxas Drag Slash. So, got that in the C10 configuration, and like I say, always been a big fan of the C10s. Got a few of those, and may pop those on the channel later. But I like the 67 to 72 C10s, so thought it was neat and kind of fit the RC realm I was getting into at the time. So, yep, Traxxas Drag Slash. Actually, I've not played with this one all that much. Not really got anywhere good other than the road in front of my house here to play. Maybe got some parks and stuff we could go to some, but nothing, not a real good place to play with the drag stuff, so not really got much into that side of things, but maybe. Alrighty, and probably one of my favorites, not really played with it all that much, got a little abuse, it's been on its top a little bit, is the Losi Drag Camaro. All factory, just the way it came. No changes. The only changes I made is had an extra set of drag slash tires laying around, and I popped one of the factory Losi tires, and so we ended up throwing those on there just to kind of play a little bit. But I really like the looks of the drag Camaro. It's neat. Actually didn't mean to buy it. Caught it on a great sale and just couldn't pass it up. So here's the drag Camaro. Alrighty, and one of the newest I've bought is the Traxxas XRT. Really liking it so far. It's a tough one. It's been abused a little bit, but played with it some. Really liking the 8S side of things. It's pretty fun to get into. As you can see, it's dirty. It needs cleaned. But all stock. The only thing we've done is done the high-speed gearing over in it. The straight out of the box high-speed gearing. So it's been a fun one. And the competition for the XRT be the Creighton 8S from Arrma. liking it pretty well. It's pretty tough. Admittedly, I haven't played with it all that much. It mostly sits on the shelf, but liking it. As you can see, it's nasty inside. Haven't really cleaned it much, but yeah, it's beefy RC for sure. Really liking it. And last but not least, can't leave out my son's Losi Mini T 2.0 brushless. Pretty slick little RC for starting out. He likes it awfully well. Surprisingly fun. I catch myself wanting to play with it sometimes instead of some of the others. But yeah, really fun car. Like I say, kid friendly as far as size. My wife loves when I want to drive it in the house. Aggravate the kids, but yeah, it highly recommend those. A lot of fun, kids or adults. Alrighty, well, like I said, that's showing you all the RC stuff. Maybe gonna start making some RC content and putting it out there. Like I say, just getting the YouTube channel going. So not a certain direction I want to go with things. Just kind of a broad channel, kind of show off just some of the daily things in my life that I'm into and hobbies and things I think's interesting and work and toys and different stuff. So, all right, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching.